boy TK, got M. Dot, La Millie. We got a very, very, very special guest, Brooklyn Zone. Been holding the city down as a party promoter for, I would say, the past, 10 years, maybe more or so. You know, the only one that's on the mic out here. Created a whole movement with these bartenders out here, man.
Hold on.
You know, we got the boy Hollywood Butter, man. What's going on?
What's good, man? Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
What's up, baby?
What's up? What we talking about? What we talking about today?
What's up, though, man? How you doing, man?
You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for sending the roses
Yeah,
from the last season, too.
Sure,
You know what I mean? It's only right. Y'all got me up here for the first episode, season 3. 3 times the charm.
We usually start the shout outs early, man. Any movements you got going on, anything you do? I know you usually do something for Thanksgiving every year.
Yeah,
Touchdown on that.
I'm not really doing the Feed the Need this year. I can tell you, I can elaborate more about that, but you know, I got the turkey giveaway. I'm doing my first annual 20 coat drive. I'm putting my son at the face though.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
It's dope.
My son gonna be the face. Karina Perez, his daughter gonna be the face, and a few other, you know what I mean, like the Leafs.
But how long you been doing the turkey drive? I know you've been doing it for a while, man.
The turkey drive I've been doing it for 2 years, but the Feed the Need I've been doing it for 10 years.
10 years, right?
Yeah. So the reason why I said, well, I'm not doing it no more is because it's a good and a bad thing. Being that, like, when I first started doing it, I was doing it on Mother Gaston in Belmont, and the line used to be like wrapped around the corner. You feel what I'm saying? And I noticed throughout the years, the line started getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Then I said, you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm going to the shelters. I'm bringing food to them. And then, you know, that line started getting smaller and smaller. So it's a good thing why I say it's a good thing, because that means there's more shelters that's opening up. There's less people on the street, less people that's need. So that's why I said I don't really feel like I want to do the Feed the Need no more. So next year, I'll probably do something more where, you know, it's food. I want to do something now. I want to give away clothes. I want to give away. People got foreigns. I'm pretty sure everybody in this room got foreigns that they don't wear no more. Everybody want to throw out some foreigns. They want to throw out a nice jacket. They want to throw out like some clothes. So clothes is better than, you know. That's the next thing I want to do.
So for people that don't know, man, where you from, man? People know where you from.
I'm from Brooklyn, man. Flatbush to be exact. Flatbush head, you know what I mean? Bush head.
Somebody speaking on sheep's head earlier, man.
I don't know where he got that from. But salute the sheep's head bay, you know what I mean?
So when did you start really getting into the party scene?
I started getting into the party scene probably like 15. I don't want to say 20 to sound old. I don't want to say 20 years ago. I'm trying to see my age. Yeah, so let's say 15 years ago.
Okay.
15 years ago, I've been doing this whole shit. My man put me on. I used to rap. I used to be a rapper, you feel me? Yeah, I used to rap, but it was Jay Butter.
Jay Butter.
Jay. My name was Jay Butter, so I used to rap. And then my man put me on my first flyer. Shout out to Living Good Low.
What kind of rap though? Like reggae or regular?
Nah, I don't reggae. I don't ain't no Safari.
My
man Safari.
You got me from Flatbush.
Nah, but it was like real rap. It was like I had music videos and all that. I opened up for Lil Wayne in Norfolk University and all type of shit.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm from the era where like when I used to rap, it was like Papoose, Mano, all of them used to go up to like I remember when they had like the Monday Night mixtape with Clue, Hot 97 on that, and then the thing back in the days was to go to the radio station and get a DJ your CD and all that stuff. Cashmere from East New York, Razor and everybody like that era. You feel what I'm saying? Black Sopranos, like shit like that. That's when I used to rap. When they was, you know, when the DVD era and all that shit.
So like, what spots turned you on to the point where you was like, all right, I think I want to be a promoter.
Rap wasn't making no money.
But what clubs you was going to, you was like, nah, I think I can do this shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Salute to my nigga Obi the promoter. I used to see Obi and Frank Jugger. They used to be in the spots in the city, and they they was on the mic getting the crowd crazy. And then when Obi used to do his party, Obi used to have his shit line around the corner, Diddy coming to his party. So that's what makes me like, I said, I want to do this shit. You know what I mean? I always was a rapper. So me being on the mic was like, I couldn't DJ, so I said, you know what, I'm trying this hosting shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to try throwing parties and all that.
So, do you remember the first spot you went to and you tried it?
So how I started was, it was me, Corey K. I know you know, probably know him. Shot to Corey.
Shot to Corey.
You shot to Corey and my man Skip. So we used to just ride around in Skip Honda to parties, and you know, a song would come on and we would act like we the DJ, and you know,
turn the volume up,
turn the volume down. So niggas like, yo, so Skip and Corey like, yo, you should try this shit out. You know what I mean? So Skip put me on his party at Nocturnal. Remember Nocturnal back in the days?
That's a fact.
Skip put me on his party at Nocturnal, and then I was trash, bro. I was screaming. Yeah, I was screaming. I wasn't really nervous about the rapper. I was just trash. Like, you know what I mean? And I just got better. My peers used to just text me like, yo, don't scream too much. I got shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I remember one time, salute Mr. C. He had said, yo, when I first met you, you was terrible, but you perfected your craft, and you gotta keep going, and that's what it is now. You feel what I'm saying?
So, your favorite weekly party? I already know what you're gonna say, but I want
My
you to
favorite
say it.
weekly party that I do myself.
Or what you do with the team?
Not myself, but like what I
Yeah.
do as a promoter. Monday Night Sting.
Hello. I already knew you was gonna say that.
Monday Night Sting was at a spot called Squads on Utica Avenue.
Yeah.
When I mean, first of all, I never seen no type of money like that on a Monday in my life. Like the bottles, like I was seeing 30 bottle orders. Like I remember that. Like if you hear like, I need all the Barbies coming to the bar, that mean like that's a 30 bottle order right
It's
there.
a clip coming.
That's a clip coming. Like you know what I'm saying? So speaking of the Barbies, salute to the Barbies because they helped me also in this.
Yeah. We definitely gonna get to that because I feel like you're one of the first to really start that wave. Like
The
how
bartending wave.
Yeah, the bar for as far as like the bartender. Like how did that come along?
Alright, so it was just an idea. It's like mad shit we do is ideas, like random ideas. You probably laying in your bed or taking a shower and it'd be ideas. So I put the idea out on Instagram and on Facebook, and the shit was just ringing. But at that time, they had like star tenders.
Yeah, Bernice.
Bernice, Gracie, shit like that. That's when Bernice first started. I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying?
That was back in like I would say 2011. I would say.
That was like probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like 2011.
You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring that element to our world. You feel me? So it started out as it was bar candy,
Okay.
and me and I started with a female, and her idea wasn't my idea. She wanted like the elegant bartenders with the black skirt and the pants. Nah, we're not doing that.
You're not doing
I
that.
want the
Ass out.
you feel what I'm saying? So I said, yo, you do your thing, I do
You
my
gotta get
thing.
the people what they
So
want.
then I started. This shit was called Bar B. Basically, it's like the buzz behind the bar, like a beat.
That's hard.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was Barbie or like, you know what I mean, like the sexy Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
So that's how I finagled it like that. And then I got a group of girls, and you know Jay-Z. What Jay-Z said in that song. First you get a girl, then you slide with her man, and let her introduce you to all her friends.
Yeah.
That song. You feel?
Yeah.
1-900 Hustler.
Uh-huh.
So I ain't gonna lie, females can get you in a door that men can't get into.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I probably never could have went in the city if it wasn't for the Barbies. You feel me? So
No, they was special though.
the Barbies.
How many did you start with, man? Get them their flowers too.
Shout out to the
We gotta
Barbies.
get to the originators.
Shout out to
though.
the Barbies. The originals was soy. I'm
Amber.
talking about the original.
The original.
Original, even Free was a Barbie at one point, but Free was hard-headed. Free was on like she just wanted to do her own thing. I said, Free, now you got.
Sound like my sister,
I mean,
yeah.
salute to Free. I always fuck with Free. Free was the original one.
Amber,
You
right?
had Amber. You had Soy. You had Netta. You
Seller
had,
too, right?
Huh?
Seller too, right?
Seller came. I'm gonna tell you about Seller. I met Seller when. See y'all the best style niggas. So y'all know about this party was on Smith Street on Mondays. Perks.
Oh yeah,
Stella was a
downtown.
bartender at Perks.
Downtown, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I met Stella at another style situation over there on Fulton Street, her band outpost.
Okay.
So I met Stella and she's like, "Oh, I work at Perks." I'm like, "Yo, I got a situation." So Stella came on like the second round.
Okay.
So then you had like Gina, and then you had Gina. Then you had
Ish.
Who?
Ish.
Who's that? Miss Best.
Yeah.
Miss Best was the first round. Miss Best was the first round. It's like 3 rounds right now. I'm talking about.
I know Stella,
Too, right?
Hold on.
Avia, no, V Cakes.
V Cakes was.
Those the boys
V
we
Cakes
know.
was second and third round. When V Cakes came, it went crazy because V Cakes was a young Spanish girl. No, I didn't have Spanish girls at the time.
Right.
It was just mostly Caribbean,
Yeah.
American. So when V Cakes came, she brought like that different type of light to the Barbies. And when I met V Cakes, she was never outside.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I met V Cakes out. Rest in peace to Mook Moolah. Mook called me like, "Yo, I got a girl. She
P.
bad." And then I met V Cakes at Venus. And that bull rider.
That bull ride shit.
I'm throwing it back.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it back. Because I met V Cakes at the bull rider thing. I said, "Yo, she's special." You feel what I'm saying? V Cakes was the one that got us into certain strip clubs. Like, she was the first girl at Starlets. Remember, Starlets was a girl. Starlets wasn't hiring no black girls.
At all.
No black girls Starlets was hiring. So
That's a fact.
V Cakes was the first person it started with. When V Cakes got it started, it was big time. It was like, yo, we made it to the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We in Starlets. We went from Cascades and Tropical Reflections carrying cases of fucking Moet Roses to we in Starlets now. You know what I'm saying? We doing shout out to D and Kino. They had a party with Fab New Year's Day, but it snowed. It was like a snowstorm, so they moved it to the next day. I got the limo for them. They just turned up. It was I forgot what club that was. It was like on West Side Highway. What's that?
Amnesia?
Nah, not
On West
Amnesia.
Side Highway. Orbit?
Nah, not Orbit. It was that shit with the stage, man.
Stage 48?
Stage 48.
Yeah, right.
You feel what I'm saying? That shit was a movie, son. And the Barbie just.
And one thing I like about that, like, you know, anything you throw, and that's how you know they respect you. They know that, like, yo, even if they don't feel Butter put them on, they feel like Butter had a plan with it.
One thing I respect about the Barbies, like, you see how some people be like, yo, why y'all always coming to me talking bad about and y'all and they feel comfortable to come to me and talk about it.
Right.
Nobody felt comfortable. The Barbies, the original Barbies would check them like, listen, I don't care to talk about Butter.
Exactly.
Don't talk about Butter around me. I don't want to hear nothing about
And
Butter.
you're the only one that could probably still bring them all outside.
Only
One phone call. Yo, I need all y'all to pull up.
We got that mutual respect, and then the Barbies also elevated into business women now. Like they own businesses, they got good careers. It was at one point the Barbie. Oh, shout out to Tay. Tay's another Barbie too. Tay's original. I mean Tay Thomas. It was at they all. I remember one time I was leaving Arch Diner. I had a motherfucking. I think I had a I forgot what I was pushing. It wasn't no lit shit.
Yeah.
Probably like a Ford. I look behind me. They all got foreigns lined up. I'm like, damn. I felt good.
Yeah.
You know, I felt good. Like, dude, they all pushing foreigns. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to the Barbie. That's how I got into the whole bartender.
What made you pick the name Hollywood Butter though?
Remember it was Jay Butter.
Yeah.
Jay
So what
Butter
made you
came.
go to Hollywood?
Hollywood.
The Hollywood came from being confident. Like I went to LA. My pops live in LA, so you know they got a big thing in LA called you be Hollywood talking. I mean you lying.
Yeah.
You Hollywood talking. But I came to New York. Remember I was like 16 when I went to LA for like 2 years or a year. And I came back with that confidence, like
Right.
I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know how niggas move in the
that's a
spot.
fact, yeah.
So I said, yo, I'm putting Hollywood next to my name. That's how the name Hollywood Butter came.
Right, like let's get back to like the bartenders, man, because I watch your IG and shit. Like you go through these ups and downs with I guess like newer bartenders or whatever. Like what's the pros and cons of working with a bartender?
The pros and cons of working with a bartender.
Keep it all the way
when you
real
first-
so they can see this shit too.
When you first meet a bartender, they sell you a dream, like, oh, I could bring them out. I could do this. Everybody know me. I could You know what I mean? And then when you put them to the test, it be crickets at their bar and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's the con right there. The pros is just like the loyalty. Some of these girls have. Like some of them ain't loyal, but most of them are. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, yo, man, y'all new bartenders is not ish. This and that.
You know what it is? The new bartenders is comfortable. Yeah. Like before, it wasn't free money like how it is now. I mean,
you had to work for it.
They had to work for the. They had to work. So that's why I said you can't compare the bartenders now to the bartender I started working with. These girls used to carry case. I remember I used to have to go like before people was getting their outfits stitched together. I used to have to go take a bus to Utica and St. John's. Get the shit printed on their t-shirts. Like I used to have to go to them little female stores weekends and Denise and get like shirts, like little V-neck shirts that like, I put in work for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I put in pain. Like imagine 12 females that don't know each other calling themselves sisters after years. They till now. These girls are sisters. You know what I'm saying? They take trips together, they fight together, they cry together, they laugh together. We built that. I can't even say I built that. We built that. Right. You feel what I'm saying? They sisters, bro. Like they strangers that have friends, but it's like they stop talking. I'm not saying they stop talking to their own friends, but they kind of did and built a sisterhood. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody could violate them. I remember. Fuck, we on podcast. The video's out. There was one time Cardi B and Sella and Lust. I got the video. You feel what I'm saying? Cardi B and Sella, they had a big fight. The Barbies was letting that happen. Yeah. Barbies is just wild out. You know what I mean? So salute to Cardi, salute to Sella. It was a big rumble in Lust.
I'm gonna tell you what I respect about the Barbies then, not the Barbies, the bartenders then, the bartenders now. Like now it's like a bartender that's not known gonna eat off of people coming because ain't no way to sit. I remember going in Lust and the Barbies is on one side and niggas didn't care about having no seats. They came to see Sella, they came to see Asia, they came to see Amber, Tay. It wasn't about seats. Like we here to support them. We gonna stand. It's niggas standing on top of niggas. Like niggas is just there for that side and one whole side of the bar be empty.
I always wanted to ask them, like you know, like with Lust and the other strip clubs or whatever. Do you feel like you're responsible for the strippers not being cared for and the bartenders being cared for?
That shit been happening before. We just made it worse.
Yeah, I made it known and made it worse. That's what it was.
That shit been happening before.
Right.
Remember I said Starlets. People came out for Bernice. They came out for Gracie on Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? So they started it. We just made it worse.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like it's like you run a light and then 20 cars run that same light. Nigga, we ran that light. Me, Diddy run the cities, Deep Stocks, King Kino, D, Rhetoric. Nigga, we made it worse. Strike.
Not to cut you off, I feel like a lot of niggas need to get their flowers to Diddy and Stocks, man.
Different.
They paved the way for a lot.
Let me tell you something about Diddy and Stocks. They started that. I didn't know nothing about strip club shit.
Right.
Now I'm in the strip clubs every night. Diddy and Stocks started that shit in my era.
Super fast.
You feel what I'm saying?
My first party, nigga, was with Stocks and Diddy.
My first party was with Diddy.
I'm gonna tell you a legendary night where I say, yo, this nigga Diddy Stocks is different. What's homie name? From Street Friend.
Tyke.
Tyke birthday.
And Lust. Legendary night.
Every year.
Legendary. I'm talking about the
Free my brother Tyke.
Free Tyke, man.
Salute Tyke. He had Lust retarded.
That's a fact.
And he wasn't even an artist.
That's a fact.
I mean, I seen artist nights at Lust. Like, it was some legendary nights when GS9 came out.
Even when 2 Milli came out.
When 2 Milli came out. When fucking but the 8 Boogie nights.
Before it was Lust, nigga, when the shit first was Jaguars, when Future came out.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Niggas don't remember Jaguars.
I remember Jaguars. Jaguar had the fake animals in there. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, but yeah, Tyke used to do. Tyke was different. Tyke was a different breed. It wasn't. That video still going around when he was at the Barbie's anniversary when he was just on the stage by himself with all the Barbies just throwing rack packs. That video still.
I always like me and Diddy used to have talks on the phone. I always say, yo, Diddy, like you helped. I watched it. You feel what I'm saying? And then my brother GQ came, and then he started doing his thing in there.
Yeah, mastermind.
You feel what I'm saying? No, GQ's the mastermind.
Shout out to GQ.
So GQ was
Mastermind.
sit back. One thing about GQ, he'll come to the spot 10 times and watch everything. All right, now it's my turn. Now I want to eat. You feel what I'm saying? Diddy came in that shit, and then Diddy said, you know what? He went to Cityscapes with it. Remember Cityscapes?
Special facts. Every Thursday.
Diddy, yo, I'm telling you, man. Salute to Diddy. If Diddy come back one night, I would love to see Diddy and Stars come back to whatever strip clubs I need to say, yo, I'm gonna bring Diddy and Stars back for one night only.
It's gonna be
and
crazy.
They're gonna have that shit retarded. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to them. And Diddy, I ain't gonna lie, Diddy put, like I said, in the strip club, Diddy helped me put the Barbies in the strip club. Because Diddy was the one that's hiring. Remember Diddy had that shit over there on Flushing. On Tuesday.
Touche.
Yeah, Touche.
That shit every Tuesday.
Yeah, Touche, and then he had
Amber.
Amber. Yeah, Amber and Sammy J.
No,
he had VKs later on. But he started off with Amber and Sammy J. Salute. Yo, it's some girls that wasn't Barbies.
He had Sammy J.
It's some girls that wasn't Barbies that was affiliated.
He had Sammy J and Amber and Issa Voy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy J and Issa Voy too.
It was some girls that was Barbies that was like they Barbies like Sammy J. Fucking Tina Colada wasn't Barbie. I'm gonna lie.
Tina
wasn't.
Tina
Colada wasn't Barbie.
I ain't know Tina Colada was a Barbie.
Somebody whispered something in Tina's ear, and she just say, "You know what? I'm gonna fall back."
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I respect it, man. You know what I mean?
Make the best of it.
So salute. Tina was a Panda Supreme. Linda Rose.
Linda Panda.
Arrington. Yo, I'm talking about like this is before this new. Like these girls don't know what. These older bartenders put in work, son. Yo, this shit is
And you wanna know another difference? They came outside also. Like they showed their face.
And that's another thing. These new bartenders, they just want to get booked, and they say,
don't
"Yo, I'm
want to
not
come
coming
nowhere."
outside.
Yeah,
Barbies was outside.
Yeah.
If you got a party, they coming to your shit.
And you want them to be there.
You be hyping to see the Barbies there. Yo, shout out to the Barbies there. Shout out to DJ Will. He was another one that DJ Will was going hard for the Barbies on the radio. I said, oh shit, we get a shout out on the radio. DJ Will Chaba used to go crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So,
because on top of all of that, they had hospitality also.
Yeah,
they wasn't no stush bitches. They show love. They was women that was there to do their job, but they made you want to spend money with them. They ain't make you feel like no sucker,
like
none
I said,
of that corny shit.
I've been in every era of the bartending strip club, from Bernice to the Barbies to the Yummy Yellow. No. She's now.
Yummy late bloomer, yeah.
Yellow Doll.
Yellow Doll. I remember when she first got on the scene.
What's those two girls that was fighting with Cardi? Those.
Baddie G and Jada.
I'm talking about Baddie G and Jada was fresh when nobody was even paying them no money. You feel what I'm saying? So, salute to them, man. They I seen every era of it. Salute to Frank. Salute to Star DNR. It's the owners. What's the African nigga name from Cityscape? That's my guy right there.
Fuck, I forgot the nigga name. I know you're talking about though.
You salute to him.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that was that era.
So like as far as like you transitioning to like you being on the mic at these parties, man. When did you like realize like yo I can really control the crowd?
When I realized it, it's like when I started getting booked for certain shit. I ain't gonna lie. I put it like I started working for free. Like I come to your party and work for free. Like I used to do Saturdays at Venus with Escalade Pro, getting $1, $150. I take that. You feel what I'm saying? I take that, but I started
because you was going there anyway.
I was going there anyway, but you feel what I'm saying? But when I realized I perfected it, the niggas wanted me to come out of town. When you come out of town, and I always separate myself from hosts. Like I'm not the regular host. I'm salute to all the hosts, all the party hosts. They not like me. They not telling them.
Nobody even getting on the mic.
You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of parties, the DJ do everything, but I ain't gonna front.
I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of hosts ain't fucking with me, and a lot of DJs on that mic ain't fucking with me.
Literally. And you done learn how to DJ a little bit too,
and I done learn how to do this shit. So starting 2022, if you booking me, I'm bringing my DJ with me. I can't really host with everybody because I'll be like, yo, you got this? Yo, no lie, I'm not even gonna put the DJ on the. I'm not even gonna put the DJ on the
blast.
On blast. Last night, I said, yo, play Who Wants Smoke.
Nigga
He said, I got it. So I said, I started bringing it. I said, yo, if you know you ain't, if you know nobody's scared of da 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 da. I said, what version is this? He said, yo, don't sing that, but I think it's the original one. I'm like, yo, bro, I never even heard this shit before. I said, yo, what the fuck is this? So, like I said, I can't work with any and everybody. Like, I can't. So, salute to the DJs I do work well with.
Like, you started seeing, like, your hard work, being paid off as far as, like, getting called to do shit out of town.
Yeah.
Like, what was your first spot to host at out of town?
My first hosting out of town was Miami. Out of town as like a real host.
A carnival weekend? Or just regular?
I think it was carnival weekend. Mm-hmm. No, I'm lying.
Yeah.
My first spot out of town was a college. Me and Reef went to Buffalo State.
Okay.
Buffalo State.
Niggas don't know Buffalo poppin' though.
Yo, enough bucks. So
Sunnis definitely be poppin'.
Me and Reef went, and that's the first time it was like, yo, we paying for your flight, your hotel.
Oh shit.
We giving you money for food. You good? I said, yo, when that shit happened to me, I said, yo,
Org changer.
Right.
Game changer.
Game time now.
The perks is
what game time, and it's all about now. It's a face card. When I went to Houston, when I went to Atlanta, fucking Miami, like it's all about your face card. Like, oh, that's stuff from da da da. Sometimes I be lying, like, yo, I'm from this radio station, and I'm from 97, I'm from Power 105. And, oh yeah, I heard it. That nigga ain't heard this shit. One thing about New York niggas is gonna get through. They gonna find a way. I'm like, yo, I'm Hollywood, but Hot 97. Oh, yeah. Get the fuck out of here. I'm inside now.
So where's your best city to like host that?
New York.
Besides New York.
All right, my best city, Atlanta.
Atlanta like that?
Atlanta's a vibe.
But I did before we came on here, you did say
Houston.
Atlanta right now.
I went to Houston for the first time last week. Shout out to Joe Vito.
Shout out to
Joe
Bar
Vito.
2200, man. Shout out to Joe,
Houston
man.
might fucking beat Atlanta right now.
Houston got it.
Houston got it. You can't really compare Miami to these other states because Miami's an ultimate vibe.
It's like a tourist.
But Houston got it.
Houston
and
is
you
a
can't
vibe.
bring the shit that when people fuck up at. You gotta know music. You gotta know what's really going on in these. Now you can't play
Current events.
You can't play certain songs. Like when Pop Smoke was alive, and I had Days of Summer Cruise, and Welcome to the Party was big in New York.
Yeah.
You went on that cruise, play Welcome to the Party, they're like, what the fuck was this?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's how you really know if this shit really a banger or not.
Exactly.
You feel me? So, salute, yo. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is love. I love this shit. I love it like this shit is a drug. And I just see people have fun. You feel what I'm saying?
And it's legal drug money.
Yeah. Even salute Dave. Me and Dave did a party. That's when Dave was which was black.
NBA.
Yeah,
BBM.
BBM.
Yeah, BBM.
You know what I mean? They got at Venus one night, and they was like, yo, brother, let's do something else. And then they bought rugs here. You feel what I'm saying?
That's when they had A Wednesday with the chef. I was in that shit.
He said, with rugs, and they only fly first class, and he only drink Ace of Spades. Remember, I had to stick Ace of Spades in the club for rug? Yeah. I said, yo, they're not going to give me the Ace, but I'm going to get the Ace, man.
Alright, that's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, so it's all about fruits of labor, man. This shit is like, I love this shit.
So through the pandemic, right?
Alright.
What the pandemic showed you as far as parties is concerned?
Pandemic showed me ownership. Pandemic showed me, like, we was giving these clubs a lot of money, son. We was giving Amadeus and Stage 48 and what's the shit we was
Orbit.
Orbit.
That was my shit.
Orbit was my shit, but we was giving these niggas. I remember I made $80,000 in Orbit for my birthday.
And with the check.
I said, yo, G, what's the check looking like? He said, they gave us like 15,000. I'm like, what? I said, we just made 80. He said, yeah, they took out liquor, they paid the bartenders, they got paid the bus
Tax
boys,
gratuity,
yeah. I'm like, yo, bro, we just gave these niggas like $60,000. He said, yo, that's from then.
Pandemic showed
Pandemic, bro, my
was
birthday
my
party
shit.
showed me like, yo, I would never do my birthday party
in a club again.
in a club, a nightclub ever again. I would find a big ass event space and turn it into a club.
I just told them niggas
You feel
that
what I'm
too.
saying?
After Garley,
After Garley, you see the money he made in Garley.
would never do another party in a club again.
No, but
What?
I would do it like a little regular. Sometimes certain parties you could do it in a nightclub, in a certain club. Like
I ain't gonna front. I made my most bread in Orbit. Made a 10-pack.
you made a 10-pack over. You would have made a 40-pack if you did it by yourself in a regular spot. You feel what I'm saying? Right. You made 10-pack on your percentage.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
On top of paying.
People. But imagine
Diddy and all them niggas.
But imagine you did that shit with your own bar.
Right.
You'd have walked over with a 40-pack.
So now, saying that, pandemic-wise, I heard you shout out Skip. Shout out to Skip. DJs, as far as New York City is concerned, like
My top what?
Yeah,
top 5?
Top
three.
Top three that you like to work on. That you like to work
That I
on.
like to work with. Top
three.
3. I like to work with right now.
Right now.
Young Star, Rage, and Reef.
Who the number one DJ?
Sir, no, I got to put Sir Manny in there too.
Yeah, I fucked with
I got. So, let me get 5, bro. I can't get 5.
We get 5.
Let me get 5, man.
We here to give you your flowers.
Let me get 5. Let me get 5. Let me get Young Star, Rage, Sir Manny, Reef, and I'm gonna go with that I like to work with, Booth.
Yeah.
As long as he in your top 5.
As long as he
You know what I mean?
he number one, he goated. Number one DJ, Booth.
Booth. Shout out to
But
my
I'm gonna keep it simple. I've been in parties where the DJ be dying, bro. I ain't gonna front. Like, and
It's
like,
yo, I ain't gonna lie. I could show you. I don't know if it's sometimes where I'm on my way to a party and niggas like, yo, where you at? And the DJs be like this.
Yeah.
And then like it's a God-given talent.
As soon as you
when
step in the
I
building.
get in there, the energy is like it go right up.
yeah.
And like that's what I said. As a host and a DJ, a lot of these niggas is not fucking.
A nigga could be popping. You come in, you make a nigga feel rich. Nigga
You feel what I'm saying? I make a nigga spend his last.
Who you think is close to fucking with you though? As a host.
Nobody.
What would you tell a youngin that's trying to do?
Shout out to all my niggas that's doing a thing though. Shout out to Puff the Mayor. Shout out to Obi. Shout out to yeah.
Hosting is a lost art.
That's
There's
really
not
it.
a lot of niggas.
That's
Like no
really
offense, but
Oh,
like
nah. Young Fly DC, something from Atlanta. He doing
yeah,
his
but
thing
no. What
too.
I'm thinking is no offense to you because like you got it locked. You got it locked in. You know what I'm saying? It wrapped in soul like a washing set. But at the end of the day, that's a bar too. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, see your man said that.
Yo, Jake Butter, holla at me,
Yeah, I
Jake
got
Butter.
you.
Nah, but seriously. But on all jokes aside, at the end of the day, that shit is like a lost art. It's like comedians. Like it's not a lot of people out here trying to touch the mic. I don't know if it's because people don't want to do it, or I don't know if it's because niggas is nervous because they're like, yo, they look at their competition. It's like, yo, how I'm gonna reach Butter?
Control the crowd, knowing like what song to drop, knowing when
But here's my
knowing what to
difference.
take before.
But here's
song
my
to drop.
difference why I separate myself from every other host. I'm from the West Indies. So I
Not a
grew
party.
up on the reggae
Right.
reggae side. So it's like me listening to how a DJ would say, yo, what song coming on next? And think of, it's called an argument. And think of something to say before the song come on and have people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, alright, y'all pick a song right now and I'm gonna tell you something to say, something I would say before the song come on.
Shit, Nardo Rich.
Alright, who wants smoke? Right? If y'all know nobody can violate M. Dot, can violate TK, can violate La, and then that nigga violate them, what's gonna happen after the party? Who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then niggas get hyped.
The intro.
Some niggas will
Giving
yo,
out a lot of sauce.
some niggas will give out money for me to shout them out all night.
That's a fact.
Like, yo, what's your cash out? I'm sending you $5.
All right, this is my thing.
What about the intro?
What intro?
Meek shit.
Dream of Nightmares?
Yeah.
It's classic. I did Dream of Nightmares with no vocals in Houston. Like just the beat and the shit. I never seen no shit like that. Just the beat.
Just no song.
No,
just
just
the instrumental.
The beat. It's the instrumental. And that, oh my God, that shit had chills in my body.
Chills, that's a fact.
That's
Shout out to Puff the Mayor, man. Young nigga doing it in the A,
Salute to my nigga Puff.
Like, do you feel that you also help like
Artists?
break artist music? Yeah?
Yes, I was known for that at one point.
Shout out to Young and May.
Young and May.
La Millie broke 2 Millie shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
I mean, and I
He
can't
going
say
everywhere. La
And let
Millie
me
tell
not
a
say
nigga
break
play.
artists. Let me not say break artists.
Help.
Because a lot of people run with, oh, if it wasn't for me, this artist, no. I would never say that. I would never take out what an artist do. But like culture-wise, like yeah, culture-wise, like we contributed to that. Shout out to Roddy and Roddy and Bobby. They did. I had a show off radio. I did their first interview. When Cash first came home and Cash wanted to rap.
That Cuz Walk, man.
Cuz Walk. Papa the Don.
Broke Cuz Walk.
Papa the Don.
You and Stark. Definitely broke
Papa the
Cuz
Don
Walk.
was probably the only one that got me a label check. He got me a label check. Now me off of Cuz Walk. You feel what I'm saying? So
Shout out to Papa the Don. Cuz Walk was special.
Cuz Walk was he was the go from there.
Yeah.
Cuz Walk was yo
They
said.
playing that shit. They playing that shit more than they playing the original.
Yeah. I remember one night.
Shit had me
I
fucking
remember
with
one
the
night.
Shit had me fucking with the Crips.
Yo, I remember one night. I keep it real. Richard Kid came in there. I said, alright. I said, G, you booking Richard Kid? I'm booking Papa the Don. Let's bring Papa the Don. I said, Papa, I'm bringing Richard Kid here that night. Papa came with like 100 Brownsville niggas. And I said, yo, I ain't gonna lie, these Brownsville niggas gonna. Papa had them under control.
Right.
Papa said, yo, y'all niggas gotta chill, That's one of my favorite artists to book, because he had them niggas under control. I said, so when Rich Kid performed, I said, yo, Rich, I ain't gonna hold you. Flex was right there. It was Flex. It was Rich the Kid. That's how Flex started playing Cuz Walk on the radio. I said, yo, let me show you something. You got your song. It was nice. But watch these Brooklyn niggas remix that song. And when they did that, yo said, Cuz Walk. Yo, that shit.
Yeah, so
Papa, salute my nigga Papa the Don.
True. Salute the Papa the Don, man.
So
Let's hold on, not to cut you off. Let's talk about, because I remember, I'm going to give you your flowers with even me coming up with a showcase. Like, I remember your shit. Like,
The Voice of the Borough.
The Voice of the Borough had a lot of people on it. Voice of the Borough had Young and May, it had Designer, it had Fresher, it had Moolah, it had Cheese Gasoline. It had a lot, but then after a while, like you gonna feel it when your showcases.
January, December.
That shit gonna be a headache, bro. You gonna have people that want to be on it. They're gonna feel the way they're not on it. Then every artist in New York, no matter what time you give them, they feel like they don't want to go that time. It's too early for me to go this time. And then everybody gonna want to go at the same time. That's why I stopped doing it. You feel what I'm saying? One thing about New York, I don't give a fuck if it's an artist, if it's a party goer, if it's a New York, we stars. We don't give a fuck if it's a star in the same room as us. You're a star, I'm a star.
Right.
You feel? I'm a black star. I'm a trap star. You know what I mean? So whatever, New York niggas is cocky as fuck. New York bitches is cocky as fuck.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
I don't want to put you on blast, but I gotta ask. What's the going rate for Hollywood butter right now?
Right now, in New York or out of town?
Out of town, they gotta pay room and board. So scratch room and board. What's the going rate for? Not your man's, not the discount, not nothing. When nigga call and say, I need you to host this, I need you to come do what you do, what are you asking for?
I want 700, 2 bottles, and I need
2 hookahs.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. And I need at least 6 passes for female.
6 what?
6
Six
passes.
pounds.
6
Six
passes
pounds.
female. Yeah, okay.
That's my rate right now. You feel what I'm saying? I will go to 5.
That ain't bad.
You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, ain't bad.
It ain't bad. It's light. It's lightweight.
That's
Out of
light.
town,
Yeah.
out of town's Bando. I'm like me, 1.5. So going rate in New York, I'm taking 7. I'll take 5.
Right.
But I'm not going
It
lower.
depends on who you are.
Depends on who you are. I'm not going lower than that. You feel what I'm saying?
So my shit 5.
like, your shit is your family, you for. You know what I mean?
Hello.
There's certain niggas you can't even. I won't even fix my face and tell them like 5'7". You know what I mean? Because y'all came from that era with me. Y'all,
Right.
Some niggas forget that.
That's a fact.
Some DJs forget like, yo, this is my price right now. I'm like, yo, bro, you forgot what we used to do. Like you was 150 when I respect your price.
Right.
But there's certain niggas you can't do that to.
Can't.
And that's how a lot of DJs be fucking up and niggas don't book them no more.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like, yo, bro, you was with me
Right.
from the bottom.
It's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? You think fucking like perfect example. Mary J. Blige got a show tonight. If Mary called Jay, you think Jay gonna say, yo, Mary, you gotta give me this? Jay gonna say, out of respect, I'm coming out.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not all about money. It's all about relationship. It's all about network.
Yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. That's what it should be about most of the time.
You ever thought about opening your own
I
spot?
gotta open my own spot before I leave this earth. I gotta open my own spot. It could be like but my definition of a spot is like. Look, I hate to bring Atlanta up again. You see that spot called High?
Hi.
Hookah spot, food. After 8 p.m. to turn into like bottle service only. Like I don't want a nightclub. I want some shit like that. Like see how salute to Swings. If Swings had hookah, Swings would be crazy.
Yeah.
Because the food is amazing. The ambiance is nice. You know what I mean? So that's my goal right there.
I see you support a lot of people. Do you feel you get the support? Same support that you give people?
I stopped looking for it.
Tough.
I stopped looking for the support because
If it's gonna come, it's gonna come.
it's like, what's that thing you call no expectations?
No expectations. Absolutely.
So once you look for the support, you're gonna be like you're gonna get tight every night, every day. So I stopped looking for it. What I do though, I show more love to people that I don't know, who do support me.
Right.
So like my friends and my people that say your brother, sister, that don't really come out and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm not mad at them. You feel what I'm saying? I just know how to move with them.
Right.
So it's like, yo, you my brother. Why you ain't come to the door? Now you ain't. I ain't speak to you in a month. You
Right.
call me the day of my party. How I'm supposed to move with you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know you get that a lot.
So
Cause I done called you, yo, boy, I'm at the door.
and every time Doc call me, what I do?
Come get me.
I got you.
I tell you, I got a number with me. Be like, listen, Doc, I can get this.
Most
person.
I do.
I can get this one. I can get
Most
two
I
in,
do.
but
I say, yo, Doc be like, yo, how much you got with me? I be like, he like 4. I say, yo, I do 2. Let everybody's pay 20.
yeah, they respect
You
you.
feel what I'm saying? Because one thing that shout out Prince's showcase. When I was just coming up, I'll tell Prince like, yo, I'm coming. I see when Prince had the biggest party in the city.
Yeah.
I'm coming to the city. All right, text this girl. I'm putting her name, and she gonna come get you. I text that girl. She came and got me, and then that showed me a lot. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
but
appreciate
sometimes
that.
you don't even want me to go through that
And
with
it's
the party, bro.
and it's another thing. You don't know who's watching you.
That's a fact.
You don't know who watching.
You
The
don't know.
least expected people that you feel like is watching was watching you.
Yeah.
That's the crazy shit about it.
So like, I stopped looking for the support. If you don't support me, I'm not mad at you, cause
It's your loss.
it's not even.
But everything but you gotta be cocky with. You just said New York niggas is cocky. If you don't support me, it's your loss. Because at the end of the day, whatever I'm on is a banger.
Yeah,
That's how you gotta think about it.
And it's moving. It's moving. Whatever I put my mind to, like mentally, it's moving. Anything I touch, I'm keeping. Now I'm talking. Anything I touch, it turns to gold, no matter what. If it's a club, if I'm pushing a restaurant, if I'm pushing a female, if I'm pushing an artist, if I'm pushing something, it's gonna turn to gold.
Yeah, because you, like you said, with a restaurant, you did what you were supposed to do. Because like during the pandemic, curfew, all types of shit, no clubs open, this, that, and third. You had swings jumping, and you still got it jumping. Every day I'm looking up, but
Everybody,
posting,
yo,
pop
what
up at
swings?
swing, come to swings,
What
come to
swings?
swings. I'm
Look
seeing
at-
people
look at
that
tracks.
I'm
Look
seeing
at
people that
tracks.
never
I brought
stepped in
tracks
front of
back-
the
I
stop.
brought tracks back to life.
A1 Saturday, this Saturday.
No Manhattan spots. Straight Brooklyn.
Yeah,
See,
you got,
yo, you want-
that's why he the voice of the borough.
You wanna know why? Up at Manhattan, no disrespect to no promoter in Manhattan. They don't give us that respect that we deserve in Manhattan, bro. They don't really like us. They like what we gifted them. Manhattan, those niggas don't give. You gotta wait for a check. Remember, I started doing parties in the city. You
gotta wait the next
check.
week. Yeah, you gotta wait the next week.
We gotta wait for that. Nigga, in Brooklyn, you get your shit same night. You know, like I said, if niggas wanna wait for it, like Manhattan, I love it. But then that ride home, nigga, I probably fall asleep by the bridge. Like in Brooklyn, niggas Know what I mean? But you meet different people in Manhattan.
That's a fact.
I'm a big fan of Manhattan.
No, like I said, look what
You
I
a
said.
bougie nigga.
No,
You meet different people in Manhattan. You meet different females, different girls, different boroughs, different states in Manhattan. So I respect that.
Keep it Brooklyn with me, man.
I would go party in Manhattan and I'll take a booking in Manhattan. I'll throw a party here and there in Manhattan, but Brooklyn is where my heart is. You feel what I'm saying?
So as far as we asked you about the DJs you could work with, promoters.
I keep my circle tight with who I work with.
Hello.
Because it's like my table is already set. What are you bringing extra to the table? You feel what I'm saying? I keep my shit tight. Team floors, GQ, Trade Dollars, Skip. I keep my shit tight. Me and M. Dot made money together. Like I don't really spread my wings. And truthfully, when you spread your wings, you spread your wing this way, you spread your wing that way. Your wing gonna fall off.
That's one of the first things. That's one of the first things. Diddy told me. Diddy when I first started throwing parties. Diddy threw my first birthday party. When I first started throwing parties, Diddy threw Garley 1 and 2.
Wow.
So now like niggas start like they see Garley popping. So now niggas start calling me for different shit. I'm hosting different shit just for a little bullshit check. Diddy called me like, yo, listen, bro, you spreading your wings too thin.
Spread your wings too thin. I ain't gonna lie.
Clip that shit.
There's some bookers I want to take, no matter if you're giving me that bread.
Yeah.
Certain places I won't go.
All money ain't good money.
Pandemic, I was going wherever the fuck I did.
Hello.
I was on
for
Pickett
sure.
Avenue over there.
I had the athletes retarded.
I was
though.
in the trenches.
You all right? That's what I wanted to say. That's the question I wanted to ask, and I forgot. Who invented money pull up, or who the first person to benefit from it?
Nah, money pull up came up from 18th centuries.
All right, we talking about this century. Who benefited from it from the pandemic? Who revamped it?
They can't say revamped it, but who did their thing with the money pull up and had me on my grind. Shout out to Excitement. Shout out to DJ Young Rage. I see Rage is probably like
My little brother said you made a couple of dollars with him one night. Skrilla.
me and Skrilla made $2,100 in the trenches. In the trenches. And I
Shout out to DJ Skrilla,
shout out
man.
to my nigga Skrilla. He probably touched that because I was looking for
Free boy nigga, fuck it.
Yo, he from Free Boy?
Yeah, free boy nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Salute to my nigga Skrilla. One thing with Skrilla, I called Skrilla, he did.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Skrilla took the money. I'm like, y'all coming. I couldn't find my phone.
Oh,
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm a Flatbush thing, you know, like, I'm like, this nigga got the money. Like, yo, if he go in the back, I say, fuck my phone after a while.
Okay.
My phone was in the back, so I knew my...
You always losing something though.
Yeah.
Nigga, on New Year's we threw a party, bro.
I'm always losing my
We threw a party on New Year's. At the dawn. Look, everything got shut down. We threw a party at the dawn. Yo, bro.
I lost some ball money.
Nigga gave Butter the envelope. Nigga gave Butter the envelope. So at the end of the night, me, Ak, and Butter right there. Me, Ak, Butter, and Kendall. We talking about the bread.
Niggas ain't give me no money.
Nigga, Butter said, nah, you wasn't involved in this night.
Now somebody,
That's how I was.
You was involved on the flyer. When we moved the situation, you fell back. So you a dub.
Nah,
it's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah,
fuck with us for 2022.
Yo, listen,
Bugatti fell back.
listen,
It was me. It went from
listen.
7 of us.
Listen.
Hold. All right, you tell your story.
Listen.
Hold on, go.
One female, two
Let
guys,
him talk.
I don't give a fuck if my face on a flyer and niggas promoting that shit.
La Millionaire is not
Pay
La
me.
Millionaire.
Pay me.
So we was able to cut you off. La Millionaire,
Pay
not
me.
La Millionaire. Anyway,
I was always lit.
at the end of the night,
I was always a lit
at the end of the night we go count this money.
Niggas
Nigga, Butter lost lost the bar check.
Niggas owe me some money.
So,
Nigga gave him the owner gave him an envelope full of money.
for the money.
What a check at, Butter?
I'm yo, bro, we
So
looking.
niggas like
So niggas say, yo, the only person that passed you
it's Dawn.
was Big Don.
Nigga
said-
called Big Dawn
I
and
called
the
Big Dawn,
motherfucking
Big Dawn
diner.
laughing.
Nigga got the whole envelope on it. Dawn, stop playing with
I
us.
said, yo, Don, why the fuck you playing with us?
Why you
for?
playing with us, Dawn?
He said, yo, the only person that passed you so close was Big Don.
We had to go to the cameras. We niggas like, hold on, you had it here. 2 seconds later, Dawn, the only nigga walked past you. Call Dawn phone.
We was about to get in a fight that night.
Huh?
We was about to get in a fight.
Yeah, because you was bumping the fuck out. I'm gonna knock you out
I
after this
needed
show
my
anyway. Don't
motherfucking
get me
money.
tripped.
The fuck you talking about?
Anyway,
Make a new flyer with my face on ain't on it.
Yo, but like,
nigga ain't want to do the photo shoot. He wanted
Like, I ain't
us
gonna lie.
to sneak him in. He wanted us to What you wanted to do? Photoshopping. Nigga wanted to Photoshop you in the calendar.
Nah, you know what? Well, I wasn't really jagging. The spot. I felt like it was New Year's. We doing this shit in a small little lounge.
That shit had one bathroom.
Yeah, I feel like we was bigger than that.
That nigga Butter kept saying,
Like,
I'm gonna make it look like the club. And I'm like, yo, I can't do no dawn.
Yo.
I ain't gonna front, nigga. Dutta made that shit look like a spot.
Nigga, I made that shit look like a nightclub.
He made that shit like a nightclub.
I put furniture in there.
Lights,
I put lights
everything.
in there.
He made
the
that shit work.
Looking like LQs.
He made that shit work, bro.
So like going forward, man, you got any like new moves that you playing in?
Hold on, before you go, I wanna give one shout out. Shout out to Team Floss, man.
Great. I love him.
I love Ak. I love Kendall. Shout out to GQ. I love them niggas, man.
That's
love
family.
Any
Nikos.
party I ever do,
Love 'em.
birthday shit, you gotta holler at them niggas.
I love him.
You gotta holler at them for me.
Give Team Floss they roses. That's
Give them they
family.
roses.
Super.
Real.
Them niggas is the bros,
That's
man.
my dogs.
And December 10th, Kendall celebrating his birthday party. We're gonna talk about what you did, but we talk about that later. You know what I'm saying?
Your top 3 bartenders you ever worked with. You only get 3. You can't
Yeah,
get
no 5. You get 3.
Top
Now
3
it's on you.
bartenders.
Now it's on your heels.
They watching you right now too.
Top 3 bartenders I ever worked with.
Ever.
V-Cakes.
Okay.
Cellar. I get 5.
You get 3.
No, you get 3.
V-Cake Seller. I'm liking them too.
Soy.
That's the
That's OG.
the feet one.
Soy I am. Top 3.
Okay. And why?
Why? Soy been with me since day 1. You know what I mean? Soy like my Kato. You know what I mean? Not Kato that's messing with like yeah. I'm not the big meat shitty Kato. Not that Kato that's messing with the
Shorty.
You know what I mean? V-Cakes, because V-Cakes brought a whole new entity to the business where I was
Yeah, what you was trying to do.
You feel what I'm saying? One thing with V-Cakes, she's a firecracker. And she's loyal. You feel what I'm saying? All of them is loyal. You feel what I'm saying? But V-Cakes brought a whole different. V-Cakes, like you see how people talk about up it. V-Cakes made us up it. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to V-Cakes. Seller was just ride or die. You feel what I'm saying? Seller was just like.
Shout out to Sella. I did my first fucking party.
Seller,
It was me, Sella, and
Seller,
Ruggs.
Seller work hard. Seller work hard. Seller is like the life of the party. And truthfully, Seller on some goon shit too.
Yeah.
Seller goon on some goon shit. Seller will be the first one to jump out the window. And Amber. You feel what I'm saying? Don't fuck with Amber.
That shit Brownsvillian.
Amber from Brownsville. I remember I'm gonna tell you a story. We went to Miami. We had a Barbie trip in Miami. You feel what I'm saying? And it was Seller, Amber, and one of the Seller friends, me, you know what I mean? And then I guess one of the Seller friends just annoying for the whole trip. Amber said, you know what? I'm tired of this bitch. I want smoke. She hopped out the cab. Yo, it was just shout out to Amber, man.
Shout out to Amber.
Amber,
Beezy's different.
Beezy's is a whole different breed.
Shout out to
And
Amber.
one thing with Amber, she not sugarcoating nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Amber's gonna tell you like it is. She not
You gotta
gonna
keep the
go
real
side.
shit around you.
You gotta keep, you know what I mean? So, the salute to the Barbies in general. But,
Absolutely.
We want to give a big salute to you, man. You really been putting on, man.
I appreciate it.
Years, man.
I appreciate it. And the key to it is just stay consistent, man.
Right.
That's it.
Just gotta stay consistent. Like,
Where you at tonight?
tonight I'm in the mall.
Yeah, shout out everybody out that's supposed to be there tonight.
Well, bartender wise,
Hey, watching the wild. Who you got?
I got Corsi there, I got Bubbles there,
Next show.
Lady Fee. Lady Fee's been in the game for a minute. Bonnie P gonna be there. Luscious Tiffy. She's like a Barbie affiliate too, cause Luscious has been outside.
Luscious is a worker.
Luscious has been outside since.
Lush gonna
What's
get
that?
it.
What's that? You said that new Apollo's, the original new Apollo's on Myrtle.
Oh, Myrtle.
It was Sapalo's.
Apollo.
So I got a lot of pussy over Sapalo's. Yo, them little blue chicks from Sapalo's.
Blue
You give a bitch that, she out of here. That was a drug. Sapalo's.
The first hookah spot we went to was on Myrtle. Right down across the street from the power.
Right next to the store.
Shout out my son Tuna. He broke the window. They ain't never been the same since. December 3rd, Tuna. You heard? Big Belly Tuna. Definitely.
Thank you
You know what I'm
for coming,
saying?
man. Keep putting on for the
Appreciate
city.
y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for
That
having me,
Blueprint
man.
Podcast. Make sure y'all check it out. The biggest voice, the only voice. Hollywood Butter, the voice of the borough. You know how we sliding.
So yeah, that's how it's
Movie
gonna go.
Hold on!